welcome to the final episode of Create December. December Daily, day 24, and the prompt is love. And having said that, I think I might go on until the end of December. I'm not 100% sure now, but I did find some more prompts from Meg Journals, and I might be switching over to those. We'll see. So I was kind of torn about the theme for this one. I mean, the theme is clear, but I mean the color scheme actually, because I really kind of wanted to go with the traditional red and green because that's just the most festive, but I love this tree from the current Daphne's Diary so much that I in the end decided to go with this color scheme, which is so not traditional. But I thought I would give it a shot. So here I'm just trimming that image down to fit the size of my traveler's notebook. And I wanted to do a full spread both pages. And then for the other side, I wanted to use this Christmas patterned paper, which is also from the same Daphne's Diary magazine. So I'm just cutting that down to the same size to go on the opposite page. So I'm just inking those down. I'm just gonna glue them down as well. And by the way, since I've recently joined Instagram, I've now started posting like a prep page for always the day, one day in advance. So if you want like a kind of a sneak peek view of the next day's page, you can check that out there. So next, yeah, also this winter script was also from the same magazine, so I wanted to use that somehow. And this was a like a ribbon that I had gotten from one of my colleagues, which was one of the presents. And these tags were actually, I made these I believe last year and I never used them, so I thought I would try to make them work for this spread, one of those. And then since the left hand side was too, how should I say, it was just too dominant, because I really wanted the Christmas tree on the right to be the most dominant part of the spread, I wanted to mute it down, and I decided to use two strips of transparent paper so that it would really be muted down a lot, and that worked out really well. And then I thought, well, how could I add this ribbon which says "Have a Holly Jolly Christmas," I believe. And so I decided to put it in between the two pages, and then just to leave a little tab out at the bottom, at the top, and then I just ran that through my sewing machine, and I really love how that turned out. So now I'm just cutting off the thread, cutting down to make it even on the bottom, inking the sides. And then I'm just thinking whether I could use that Xmas, which is also from the magazine somehow, but I end up not using it. So then, since from the day before they had the number, what was it, 23, and it looked like the Simon Says alpha stamps, the same font that I had, that kind of inspired me to use mine. And so I got those out to stamp the word love, which is today's theme. And since my journal is so incredibly bulky, I thought I would just take it out of the cover and try to stamp it like that, and then chickened out and decided to stamp it on white paper instead, so that in case I make a mistake I can redo it, because I didn't think it was going to stamp well on that uneven surface, even taking it out. So I just stamped that down, and actually I wanted to just stamp the letters and then cut out the letters individually like I had done the day before with the numbers, but I just happened to stamp it pretty evenly on this piece of paper, so I end up just using it as is, just narrowing it down a little bit. So now I'm just going to ink that up, stick that right on there, and then put this transparent page over it, which is where I'm then going to journal. But first I'm going to do a few more things on the right hand side as well. And I'm going to end up journaling, so the theme is love, and I decided to journal about the love that we had in our family, that we received from our parents, and how lucky I feel in hindsight that my mom was a stay-at-home mom, and that she took care of me and my two brothers full-time. So she didn't have to. She had an education, so she could have just gone working, but she didn't, and she chose to take care of the family. And of course, at the time, it was normal for me, but looking back at it now and looking at other families, I am so grateful that we were able to have our mom at home. So that is what I'm documenting on this spread. So now I just stamped the 24 on this tag, and I wanted to add it with a brad, and I went through my Tim Holtz brads with the numbers again, and I realized that they actually do all have different numbers on them, so I actually found the one with the 24. Now I have 24 twice on the upper right hand corner, but it's okay. It just makes me think like how lucky was I the other day when I used the brad to put the photo booklet in, and I happened to pick the number 22 for day 22 without realizing that there were different numbers on those brads. So, and now I'm just starting the journaling, and yeah, so I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas Eve. I know in the States you celebrate more the 25th. So whenever you celebrate it, I hope you have a lovely time with your family and have some time to relax and make some art. Thank you so much. Bye for now.